Grace and peace and good day, my brothers, my Life Builders Church brothers. This is the day that the Lord has made. I do rejoice and I'm glad in it and I'm grateful for it. I'm writing this to you personally, my brothers, the men's ministry. Um, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you now. It's an urgent matter that I have to talk to you about, and I need to talk to my brothers. I work very hard to set an example as your pastor by way of being a man of God, by way of loving my wife, loving my family, by way of loving God, loving the church, loving his people, being an example to you in my giving, in my living, in my service, and in everything that I do. I want to ask you to consider helping me to better be a blessing in Life Builders Church, to better mirror what is mirrored before you. The Bible talks about very plainly that we ought to raise up others by example and lead others so they can lead others also. And I am not patting myself on the back, but I'm trying to get you to understand I take very seriously the opportunity and occasion that I have to set an example before you. I don't see all the time all the men of our church taking that example, especially when it comes to our serving, our keeping our commitments to serve, our priorities, and the work of Life Builders Church. You all know that I've asked many of the men to be doorkeepers. I want the male presence that helps to deter any ideas. And there's a difference between the doorkeepers and the security staff. And I need the brothers to step up and take turns on Sundays being the doorkeepers. That means you have to get to church before 10 o'clock. That means you need to be consistent in your attendance. I know Ashley Petway has reached out to so many other brothers. And our women, are not supposed to be doing all this filling in the gaps. When brothers haven't stepped up to the plate and been doorkeepers, I've seen some women do it. And that's not the way I teach you all. That's not the way I set an example before you all. When I make a commitment, I do my best to keep it. I want you brothers to understand I need you to do better. I need you to be better. Because as men, we are the ones that are responsible for the health of our church, whether you believe that or not. Just like as a man, we're responsible for the health of our home. I know I lead by example. I know that I serve, I give, I labor, and there's nothing that the church needs that I would not give it. As partners, as men, there's nothing that you need that I would not try my best to do for you and give to you. This summer, actually, since the first of the year, I was told recently that our giving has been drastically down, and it's just not the way it should be, which causes us to have deficit in our church and not able to meet our expenses. And we've talked about tithing. We talk about it. I try not to beat one over the head with it. But brothers, I'm a tither. I'm a consistent tither. I give and I tithe because I know that's the right thing to do from the word of the Lord. And our tithe and our giving, our talent and our service helps to make the ministry thrive. The women do their part, but we as men have to do our part. And I need more of you to trust God to take 10% off the top. If you make $500 a week, to take your 50 and say, Lord, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you, and I'm going to obey your word, and I'm going to seed this into the house of God. Then I'm going to take my talent, my gifts, my time, and my service, in addition to my tithe, and I'm going to give it to the house of God. My brother, I need you to be with me in this. I need you to step up to the plate in this because we have to secure our church. We have to secure our house. And this summer, I realized a lot of people go on vacation. Now, I don't bemoan anybody for going on vacation. I need one. I'm going to get one as the Lord allows soon, as many as I can handle when we need it. But the ministry suffers when we leave and then don't tithe and we don't secure the house. And I'm holding us brothers responsible for that responsibility because we leave and don't take care of the house before we leave, and that's not what you do in your own house. And I want you to take ownership with the house of God of Life Builders Church. We need to show our presence. We need to keep our face in the place. You know, some of the brothers, and I was joking with one brother, but you know, it's a reality. I haven't seen them all summer. And some of you guys, you just absent yourself, and I don't understand why. And I need you to understand you're needed. We desire to have you. We want you to be a part. And I lead you by example in being such. So if I am setting that example and leading by example, I need to see you follow me and walk with me. Okay? I need it now. I don't need it tomorrow. I need it now because our ministry is in need of it right now. We need you men. Step up to the plate right now. Today. I know it's football season. And I said it before, I say it again. Nobody loves football more than me. I know some of us have tickets, and I'm not telling you don't go to your game and don't enjoy. I pray the Ravens go undefeated this year. They have the capacity to take one game at a time and play like they've been playing. Even when they make mistakes, they find a way to win. Great win against the Cardinals on yesterday. And our Ravens are a great team, great responsibility that Lamar has taken upon his shoulders. I love how he doesn't blame anybody, but he does his job. I love it. It's my kind of quarterback. But I'm asking us, brothers, even with football season going on, and I enjoy football, but let's continue to make sure the ministry is taken care of too. We try to get out. So if you're not going to the game that day, there's 8 home games. If you're not going to the game that day, and I'm not telling you not to go, but I am saying that you need to be in ministry. You need to be working. And their brothers, I'm going to use Brother Ronnie. I ain't throwing him under the bus, but I'm going to use Ronnie. Ronnie is a avid Ravens supporter and goes to the games. But Ronnie, I'm talking about Ronnie Lockhart, and I'm just using him as one example. He made sure his tithe were at the church, his giving. He made sure he came to make sure the mics were set up. And then he went to the games, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to sit up here and tell the men don't go to the games. Sure, I would like Ronnie to stay, but he has a right to. And we have a right to take our time when we need the time, brothers, to do what we like to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, I'm praying, don't forget the house. Don't forget Life Builders. Again, in our giving, in our time, in our talent, in our service, I need you to step up right now because we need it right now. So this is just for the Life Builders men. I'm not sending it to the women. I'm sending it to the brothers only. I need your help today. I need your help really bad today. I need you to commit to what you promised you would do. I need those of you that have been staying home and I don't understand why to start coming again. I need for those of you that don't tithe to begin to tithe, begin to give offering, begin to trust God that if you give him the 10% in your tithe and in your offering, whatever that will be, that you trust him with the 90% and he'll take care of you. That's the truth. I need us men to lead the way in doing this, and all of us are not. So brothers, this is just a little time I'm taking to talk to you, and I need your help. Okay? So I'm asking you to hear this. I'm asking you to help me. And I'm asking you to let God arise and every enemy be scattered. If you need to call me to talk, I'm always available to you. And I just want you to know you need it, you want it. All right? God bless.